Hey, good morning, folks. Phil McPhail here with United Country Lifestyle Properties of Maine, and today I'm really excited to show you one of the best set up small hunting properties I've ever seen. Today we're going to look at this nice cabin here behind me. It sits on 10 acres of land with apple trees and food plots and road front and access to both ATV and snowmobile trails. And stick around, we're gonna check out some of those apple orchards and a secret little hunting blind towards the back of this property. This cabin is about 960 square feet, including the two loft areas upstairs. What we have outside is T111 siding, all nicely painted and stained. We've got hard foam board insulation here around the entire perimeter. The cabin sets on posts and concrete pads. It's not on a full foundation. Over here, and you'll see this is a blue pail. That is where the drilled well is located. The property does have a gray water system that takes care of your sink and your shower water. And over here on the other side of the cabin, we actually have a really nice outhouse that's very well done. The building has a metal roof. This is kind of a no maintenance type of property, pretty easy to take care of it the way it's set up. And we have this nice little porch here on the front of the cabin. As we come into the cabin here, folks, you'll notice we've got one big open living space. Living room, kitchen, beautiful butcher block countertop in here with lots of finish on it. It's beautiful. Good windows all the way around. Big wood stove. I think you could heat 3 of these cabins with that wood stove. So if you buy this property, go easy on the wood. As you come through the cabin, we come into the bathroom area over here. In here you got your LP gas water heater, your well pressure tank from the drilled well coming in. We've got a sink and a shower in here. This does, as we said earlier, have a gray water system. There's no full septic here. We have a drill well and gray water only for the outhouse for all the other business. And in the bathroom here, we got this gas LP heater, wall mount, to take the chill off this so you can jump in here for your shower in the morning. Coming out of the kitchen, we come right into this bedroom here. This is a nice sized room. I'd say it's probably 10 to 12 roughly. And we do have the electric panel in here. And this cabin is all wired for generator. As you look around, you'll see electric lights. We had a couple of gas light fixtures in here too if you don't want to deal with a generator. Of course, this property is plenty big enough you could hook up a solar power system here really easily. Let's go check out the upstairs bedrooms. Leaving the living room, we come up this staircase here, which is nicely done. Now, the upstairs is open to the first floor. We've got kind of partitions in here for these 2 bedrooms. Bedroom here with gas light and electric light. And as you come over here across this catwalk, we got room for another bed or 2 over here. All kinds of space. This building is fully insulated. I think you could heat it with a candle. As you saw outside, the skirting was all insulated as well. This property here at 840 Old Wynn Road in Springfield, by the way, we don't actually have a street number for this, but we use the DOT, Department of Transportation's website to determine roughly what the street address should be here. We're located in the town of Springfield, which is here in eastern Penobscot County, very small rural town, 1 gas station and a convenience store. We're 18 miles from the town of Lincoln, where you got a hospital, offices, grocery stores, restaurants, everything you could need, building supplies, everything in Lincoln. Bangor, city of Bangor, is northern Maine's largest city, and that's located 67 miles from this property. And that's about an hour and 15-minute ride. And Boston, if you're coming from the big city, is about 300 miles away and just under 5 hours. Hey folks, before we continue on this tour of this nice property here in the town of Springfield, I want to remind you, don't forget to like this video, share it with some friends, and hit that subscription button down below. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss a video and an opportunity to find a nice property up here in Maine. And by the way, on this particular property, folks, please no drive-bys. This property is a posted property. No trespassing here, so don't come out here on your own. Make sure you call our office and schedule a showing before you come look at this property. Hey, from the property here in Springfield, folks, it's a short drive to a lot of interesting things you can do outdoors. We've got the town of Lakeville, 10 miles from here, about a 15-minute ride. Dozen lakes down there, all in that town, from large to small ponds, big lakes, good boating, excellent fishing. We're about 50 miles from the New Brunswick border with at the border crossing in Vanceboro. You can be in Fredericton in less than 2 hours from this property. What else is around here? Well, Dwinal Pond Flowage and Recreation Area is about 3.2 miles from here, right down Old Wynn Road, right to that area. That's a great place to go duck hunting, fishing, paddling a kayak or a canoe in a really quiet setting. We've also got ATV trails. Right here at Old Wynn Road is a trail for ATV and snow sled trails, accessed right from this property. We also have Mount Jefferson ski area in the town of Lee. That's about 6 miles from this property. That's a fun place to go in the wintertime. And Jato Highlands 18-hole golf course is a 25-minute ride from here in the town of Lincoln. Hey, let's go check out the land here in Springfield. And like I said earlier, normally I wouldn't consider a 10-acre property to be enough for a hunting property. However, this property is the exception to that rule. We've got hundreds of apple trees scattered all over this property. The owner has developed a beautiful little food plot. The cabin's now behind me. We're going to walk down this trail, check out that food plot, and then eventually check out that cool deer stand I was telling you about. You're going to stick around to see. Hey, I'm walking on the trail back to the food plot, and I was going to tell you about the soils later, but you know what? Sometimes things just happen for a reason. Some animal has done a little excavation here, and I got to tell you, a lot of this land, according to the NRCS website, is Bangor silt loam, and that's what that stuff looks like. Beautiful dirt, grow just about anything you want, from trees to potatoes and cabbages. And apparently we got a ground squirrel or something that's living here in that Bangor silt loam. Check that out. You'll see the soil map here on the screen. All right, as we come out of the trail from the cabin, folks, we come into this beautiful food plot. And I'd say this is about 1/10 of an acre. We've got some high quality stuff growing in here. We've got beautiful clover. It's pretty thick. Could probably use a little fertilizer right now, but it still looks really good. We've got a couple of apple trees tight to the edge right here. Nice spot. There's no stand here. We're going to still stick around. Don't forget, we're going to check out that that raised blind later. But you can see the ground here is relatively level. Nice little place. Brings the deer in, other wildlife. Got to check this out while you're here looking at the property in Springfield. So as promised, folks, we brought you back here to show you this raised hunting blind. This is a beautiful little blind. It's about 4 by 4 roughly. Insulated on the roof, all sealed up nice. We got a ladder. It's probably 10 to 12 feet off the ground to the shooting window. And it's strategically set here towards the center of the property, overlooking a trail that comes up to those apple trees in that food plot. So that big buck, this is probably going to be his choice route to access that field. I think you might find a lot of success here. And we've got some photos we'll share here in the video of some of the animals that the owner has seen on this property. Hey, thank you all for taking this tour with me today here in Springfield on Old Wynn Road. And let's wrap up the video with all the terms of this property. Taxes are just under $400 a year for 2022's last tax bill that we've had a copy of. We've got 10 plus or minus acres here. We've got food plots, hundreds of apple trees. This great shooting blind here behind me, that near 1,000 square foot cabin that's all insulated, heated, and ready to go. You could almost live there year round. If you want to come take a look at this property, if you have any questions, give Traci Gauthier a call. She's our listing agent on this property. Get her at 1-800-286-6164. Ask for Traci. She'll be happy to tell you more about it and bring you out here and show you this great property. I think that's plenty to do if you've got anything. All right, let's go check out the land on this piece of property. As I said earlier, normally I wouldn't consider 10 acres to be enough for a hunting property, but this property is definitely the exception.